You put together a very interesting survey recently. It's called the India Protection Quotient. I think you've sought to try and understand from this survey what urban Indians are thinking about protection. Can you take us through some of the findings of the survey?
Sure. I mean, the core objective of this survey was that we've been hearing about this protection gap in India, largest and 3.5% of GDP, etc., etc. Those are numbers. What do people feel about themselves, about their state of protection? How are they going to be taking care of their families as they grow older, etc., etc. So we thought we should do an understanding. Talking to our consumers, we spoke to about 4,500 consumers in 15 cities, in urban cities, to really understand from them their attitudes towards protection, their feeling about protection, not only about how much money they are investing for protection. It's got some very interesting revelations. One of the most important ones is that while insurance penetration is close to about 70% in the urban Indians, the feeling of protection is just 35. Now 35 is not a percentage, 35 is an index. So largely on a 100 score, 35 is the score for feeling protected. Most of them therefore feel unprotected, and therefore there's a feel of worry that exists over here. The second thing we understood was that, strangely in fact, that the biggest issue is people don't understand the meaning of protection. And when they're explained, then they really realize, and therefore the feeling of, feeling unprotected comes up. Otherwise, for them historically, it's always been, I have insurance, which means I have a policy, and that's where it ends. The purpose of the policy, people don't understand. So clearly, the reason why we have this protection gap that is spoken of so much is that there is a lack of understanding. I wouldn't say lack of awareness. They are aware, but they're aware of the wrong things, or they're not aware of the right things. Why should we buy insurance is a key factor which people don't understand. We also realize that people buy their first insurance policies, which is actually given to them as a gift by their parents. So it's actually a financial saving the parent has done on behalf of the child. And that really tells us that, people only understand insurance when there comes an event. So we have to ensure, we've understood this, that we have to ensure that more and more awareness, more and more education is key, is what the purpose of this was. Because having a protection gap is understood, what do we do about it? It's been decades, and this percentage remains almost similar. 3.5%, 4%, it's actually 3.1% of GDP. This needs to move up. So the purpose of the survey was to really understand the need. Why is it that people are unable to unravel this mystery, and then address that at the core? That's very interesting revelations.